Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings, Chapter 2. This is the quest called With Flickering Hearts. Yeah. Sorry, it's early. This quest is on Iorveth's path. This quest is only available on his path. And you get it from a notice board. Or you get it from a notice board and it tells you there's a man near the inn.
What's going on?
Who wants to speak to you. First time you go to the inn, he actually calls out to you, so you can get this quest a little bit earlier.
Tell me.
Men from Bergen have been disappearing for some time.
And one of the, I guess the main choice of this quest, I would only recommend taking the alternate path, which I do not have recorded, only if you have much better weapons and armor than I do.
In different places,
I'll explain a little bit later. So, this guy here is just explaining what's going on. He said dead bodies were found. They were. It looked like this happened to them. And he said where they're kept.
What state were the bodies in?
They looked gruesome. Nothing an elf would have done, nor a human.
I don't work for free.
You'll get your reward.
Actually get some
do well, and I may give you
some proper investigative work done. You actually need to go buy a pack of surgical equipment, or I guess what would pass for surgical equipment in this world. It's not particularly expensive, and it is found at this merchant here, who can also change your hairstyle if you want. Oh, sorry, I'm not doing that part yet. That's the next thing to do. Sorry, first thing you need to do is actually just go investigate the burnt village. You don't really find anything. I think you just find fresh blood. I think it gives you the option. Yeah, you have a. It says there's a choice of like, go to the burnt village or go investigate the bodies. That little stutter was my computer loading in the other half of the area. Or, I guess, other third, maybe. Look, my computer may not be the greatest, and... hell, I'm lucky enough that it can even record this game at over 30 frames a second for the most part. Some parts of this game make my frame rate tank a little when it's recording. It never goes below 20 at that point, so thank God for that. Whatever, that's not the important part. Alright, so now I'm pretty sure I have to go investigate the bodies. Let's see if I can read on the little preview screen. Yes, examine the corpses. Alright. Now we need the surgical tools, which can be bought from the merchant, who also changes your hairstyle. They shouldn't be very expensive. I mean, some of their quest items. Yeah, you can also get a whole lot of monster books from her. Monster books in this game weren't really necessary. I mean, just for fun, I think I bought the book on like basic forensic investigations because I feel like that might be. I feel like that would be important for this kind of thing, but well. Yeah. Yeah, if you want monster books, you can buy them from that shopkeep. They're not super helpful in this game because killing the monsters gets you the same information. It's just buying the books gets you the same information much faster. I don't know. In The Witcher 1, those books were actually vital. You did not get information by killing monsters. I mean, it makes sense that you would get a lot of the information by tracking these things down, hunting them, and fighting them. But they just... It wasn't in The Witcher 1, so I guess it gave those books value. And now those books don't really have value. I still bought them all my first time through for some reason. So in every chapter there will be a group of mercenaries who try to hunt you down. And here's where you encounter the group for Iorveth's path in chapter 2.
You finally given in.
Unfortunately, there is no way to not fight these people.
Something society was willing to acknowledge.
Foltest's death. Society acknowledged that.
They try to kill you. You don't have a chance to talk them out of it. They're just going to do it.
It's a bundle to us, Witcher.
But
we have to pay for everything.
they're probably not
Food,
super hard. I don't remember them being that much of a challenge. Just don't stand like in the middle of them here. Run back a little bit. If anyone's wondering for types of upgrades I have for combat, I mostly at the moment, I think I've just maxed out Quen and my Vigor. So other than that, I haven't put a whole lot into combat. That's going to come later in the chapter. There's going to be a couple quests where you just get a whole lot of experience. So I basically had like the chance to put like a ton of points into sword fighting in the middle of the chapter or closer to the end. You're also gonna have to come to this general area for another quest to get one of the items to help lift the curse of the wraiths, not Saskia's poison. There's something else to help with Saskia's poison in this area too. Those will be separate videos though. If you're playing this normally, you probably just explore the area fully, do everything you need to do here, and then never come back here. So, thankfully the mercenaries don't respawn, because that seems weird that they would. They don't have anything special on them. Just I don't have a ton of money or armor and weapons, because the armor and weapons that I do buy are super expensive. Like the blueprints for the Drog armor, which is the armor you make from the boss of chapter 2. The blueprint's like 1,500 orens or something. So when you cross the river, you're going to encounter I believe, unlimited amount of harpies, as well as, let's just say, 5 humans. Cadwani soldiers, actually. I don't know how they got here. Like the Cadwani army is trying to invade Bergen here. I just realized this now. How the hell did they get over here? Like, in this area. Like, they got past the town completely. And no one seemed to care. These guys are invading you and trying to take over like the place where these people live. How did these like 5 people get past? Yeah, I do kind of almost die from a couple of hits to the back. And enemies in this game are dangerous on the highest difficulty setting. Especially because I have really bad armor. Well, it was really good in chapter 1. And the only reason I still have this armor is because at the end of this quest, I'm going to get a much better set of armor. Like, if you just look at the basic stats of the armor, Like, just like the armor, I think K-Ran armor here is like +9 or something. The armor you get for free at the end of this chapter, I believe, is like +16. So, it's a lot more helpful. Also, there's a whole lot of neckers here for no reason. There's just a giant swarm of them. They usually run away, but I guess I decided to have a little fun. Try to see how many I could fight off. The thing about these guys is they swarm you really fast, and it doesn't go well. Once they burrow into the ground, they don't really come back. I think they might just be there to scare you when you first show up. So yeah, just random corpse. So now we are in the area that we want to be. Now, there's a way in this area to make it way more difficult than you need to. Now, since you have the surgical tools, you have to go examine some dead bodies. Thing is, if you don't pick the right body, a wraith will show up and attack you. So, don't look at a whole lot of bodies at once without killing the race that you may or may not encounter. There's actually only one corpse where you will not have a wraith show up, and that's the one you're looking for. I'm waiting here for my vigor to regenerate, and it does not regenerate when your shield is up. Yes, I'm just meditating. Meditation automatically takes away any status effects on you, I believe. Well, the bad status effects wear off pretty quickly if they don't kill you, and the good ones only last a couple minutes. So you need to use the art sign to knock down the brick walls. I believe that's the Havoc physics engine you're using. Putting that Havoc's engine to use where they don't really use it too much. Yeah, wraiths are difficult enemies. They can hit you way faster than you could ever react. Like you saw, I did a riposte and it still kept stabbing me anyways. It's a little annoying, but whatever. They're not terribly difficult enemies. If you still have some Spectre Oil from the beginning of the game that you just get for free on the Enhanced Edition, I believe, they just give you a bunch at the start. Use it. You don't come in contact with many wraiths. You may as well take it. So yeah, the corpse you're looking for is the one with the candles around it. Now, if you don't have the surgical tools, you can't go through all of the options to look for stuff. Because without the tools, you can't. There's something stuck in his back or something, and without the tools you can't properly remove the thing lodged there.
Traces of sulfur.
So
Interesting. The head's in far better condition than the rest of
it's a cool idea to have something like this. There was something like this in The Witcher 1 where he had to go through an autopsy sequence, but if you didn't talk to the right people and say the right things, you got wildly different results as to who the culprit was, which I thought was actually pretty cool, because I got the right answer and I don't remember how I did it.
Interesting.
Like, I really don't remember how it happened. But I guess it's not exactly a problem with this quest. It's actually really cool. Is that you don't ever find out the right answer. There's no way of knowing what the actual cause of this man's death was. You find two possible answers, and then you never get the truth.
With my gentle caress.
You just make a
Sounds
judgment
like
call
Mr.
on what
Dandelion.
you think happened. And the first time I played this, I didn't know what the rewards were for the quest, so
Seemed to indicate a succubus.
I kind of just went with what I thought what kind of made sense to me. And turns out I guess I kind of got the better deal on the rewards end. So I got lucky with that, but I guess I would not have been upset if it didn't happen, like if I went if I took the other path. But so now
I found a
I
volume
don't know.
of your
You
poetry.
tell Dandelion you found a book of his poetry at the
Some bastard stole them recently. Probably wanted to show off
tomb.
to a young lass smelling
Sorry.
of sheepskins.
really thirsty
Really
and
missed this
kind of
book.
tired. It's early.
It was like being in a brothel with no balls. I owe you one, Geralt, though I don't know quite how I'll repay you. No, actually, I do know. Up for a shot of vodka? It's on me.
I've got a better idea.
Beer? That's fine. All the same to me.
I need you to do me.
So yeah, you're gonna rope Dandelion
For this,
into
I
helping
give you
you
my chest.
lure out a
If
succubus.
I still had it, of course.
I wouldn't be interested.
Don't tell me you need another poem for a new
Which
man.
is a
Worse.
Please, Geralt, don't get me
That's a
involved
cool
in
idea,
another
'cause it would
messy
make
monster
sense.
matter. I'm an artist, not
That's
that makes sense.
precisely who I need to lure a succubus.
Yeah, I guess in this case, because in this case the succubus likes poetry, so or apparently it does. So it makes sense that you get the writer of the poems that it responded to help you. So yeah, now you just have to meet Dandelion outside the burnt village at midnight. Which, yeah, that's not difficult to do. So we're coming up to the choice that I'm not going to say until we actually get to that point.
Let one stray in and before you know it, the neighborhood's full of...
Because it's a cool dilemma. And, like, you don't find out what the right answer was. Like, your journal does not tell you that you made the right decision or the wrong decision. It just says like, Geralt made the choice that he believed was right. And the truth was never found. And both, like, it was a very well made decision because both sides seemed perfectly viable. So for this part, to lure out the succubus, you need Dandelion to compose a small song.
Her beauties killed several men.
So you're given some dialogue
Like
choices
my friend Dandelion says,
which
we all have
go
to die
together for his
someday.
song,
I am
and
at all times.
you can get the wrong
Let her
answer.
kiss you.
I don't usually deny
You're not
my
punished for getting the
thing,
wrong answer. I
but I'll
think
do
it
my
just
best.
says Dandelion just says
Let's
I
do
should
this.
try. I should do this again. So I get it right on the first try here, and there's, I believe, only one right combination.
If our bodies could a song compose,
So
my heart would inquire of your hands.
yeah, there's only one right path through this dialogue tree. I do like how they put a timer on it, because
Or treat
well,
it as a
I
morsel
thought it was
upon
cool
which to
because
dine.
I don't know much about composing a song, like lyrics, music, anything. So when I saw those dialogue choices, I just
I've
thought,
come to praise your
how does this
unburdened
work?
beauty, if you'll
Like,
do the honor
neither
of revealing
neither one of these lines makes a particular amount of sense. So
I
thought that was kind of neat, because I think the first time I did that, I think it took me like 4 or 5 tries.
I am a feast for all the senses. Come with me for the adventure of your life.
Cool.
Fair Hogan.
After the conversation here finishes, which is now, with Dandelion, you can either have him go down or
On the other
turn around and get Geralt to
hand,
do it.
succubus.
I am so uncertain.
I turn around and get Geralt to do it because
Lovers who
I don't know. It
compose
makes sense to
poems
send
praising
the
my
monster
virtues
hunter down into the place where the monster
delight
lives.
me. But I've never had a true poet before.
Although I do like how Dandelion legitimately considers, I don't really care if I die at that point. With, it's like, he just kind of like, it's a succubus. It'll be fun. But it does make a little more sense that maybe the person that can actually fight it off if necessary was there. Dandelion, I don't think he knows how to fight. I don't think he has any training. In the books, he's supposed to be a spy, but I'm pretty sure he can't defend himself if things go wrong. He does tend to ask Geralt for a lot of help. And, since it's night in the Bird Village, a couple races usually tend to show up. Which you don't really have to fight. I found that out the hard way. Oh, not really the hard way, just... I fought them and then realized that you can just run to the ladder if you're quick enough and it'll just let you descend. You just can't get back up until some arbitrary amount of time has passed where you're not considered in battle anymore. So, that's the succubus. That's what it looks like in this game.
I don't remember inviting you, Geralt of Rivia.
How do you know my name?
I know a lot about you. You know how to satisfy women. I can make a man forget
So
his worries
now we come to
and
the
surrender
choice of this
to your
quest.
pleasure.
Do
You'll
you
be well
kill the succubus,
satisfied, I promise.
or
Like all the other men you murdered?
I
do
murdered
you
no
accuse the
All
person
who
who set you up for
follow
this quest of murder,
experienced
murdering the
unearthly
men that
pleasure.
were supposedly killed by
devour
the
their
succubus,
energy like a
or
swine gobbles
another
spuds.
beast.
I need their vital energy.
They both actually
I
have
have
kind
no
of
use
legitimate
for
arguments for this. The succubus's argument is mostly, why would I kill the people that I take
So if
energy
it wasn't
from?
you who killed those
Because
young men.
she needs that to
can
live, I believe.
seduce anyone and
And
hold
the
them
other guy
spellbound
is
for
supposedly,
as long as I
her
wish.
argument for why the other
Unfortunately,
man
one fool
killed
fell
everyone is
madly
that
in love
he's
with
madly
me,
in love with her
unable
and
to accept
refuses
my
to let
nature,
anyone
he's
else
killing
be
my
with her.
lovers.
So, sounds like he killed anyone that came in
Who's this
contact
lover
with
of yours?
A
with this
beautiful
creature.
elf named Elias.
He asked me to
So-
investigate the murders.
His way of throwing you
You
off
have two
the
options
scent.
here. They each give you two different
Luckily,
rewards.
You're no fool.
The very reason
I'm
I
gonna
think
say
you're trying to
make
throw me
this
off your
choice
scent.
based on what
Did
kind of
he
armor and
show
weapons you
you
have.
the
If you have
victim's
very
body?
powerful armor and
He told me they were
weapons,
buried.
you can go ahead and kill the
By
succubus.
him.
You're not going to get anything special out of it.
Yet he massacred the corpses first to make it seem as if beasts had attacked the poor souls.
Sorry.
I'm
If you,
content to have you look into the
accuse,
matter.
I believe the man's name is
Just be
Elias,
sure
of
to
murder,
see it through.
and you let the succubus live, you get a
should
set
I
of
help you?
armor,
I want men to
or
know that
I
give
guess
pleasure in return
like
for
a
their
vest,
energy.
like
But I don't.
you don't get gloves, pants, and boots. You just get the upper half.
Besides, I can
the-
give
the
you
shirt
something far
section.
better than orange.
It's much better armor than what I currently have, and my weapons
I'll talk
are
to him, then
not
I'll come
very
back.
strong at the
I
moment
hope we can
for this
seal
chapter.
our friendship then.
I did actually try fighting the succubus once, and I was doing like no damage to it when I hit the thing. It's a surprisingly powerful enemy. It also counts as a wizard class enemy,
Damn it.
so it uses a shield a lot. It shoots fireballs. It shoots lightning at you. I think it can heal. I guess it could teleport if it actually had somewhere else to go. So, yeah, I just let the succubus live in this video here. I need the weapons, and I need the armor specifically. You don't get weapons, I believe.
I found the succubus.
Did you kill her?
She claims you're the murderer.
You were supposed to kill the monster, not chat with it.
I know what I'm supposed to do.
I don't think so, not if you believed her.
You lied to me. You knew a succubus had made its lair in the burned-down village.
I did. I thought you'd refuse to help me if I told you.
You're right. I don't help murderers.
That is pure nonsense. I killed no one.
Liar. You fell in love with her and murdered your competitors. Succubi aren't exactly the most faithful partners.
True, I love her, but the rest is hogwash.
If I'd killed the succubus, no more men would have perished and you'd have gotten away with it.
You don't understand. She manipulated me like she's manipulating you.
Iorveth will learn of this. You'll hang for your crimes.
You're mad. I'm innocent.
Don't try anything.
The leader, though...
Greetings, Gwynblade.
Your Scoia'tael, Elias, is murdering people from Vergen.
Any proof? Elias is one of my best warriors.
I found a splinter from a blade in one of the bodies. Compare it to Elias's weapons.
I'll see to it. Elias must have learned that I know the truth about his madness. He's fled the city.
And the breast. Ah, a maiden I saw. The virgin...
I'll not be put down like some dog. Fight!
I'm pleased you put an end to that fool's torment. You'll be blissfully rewarded. Disrobe and relax. In the box by the bed, I left you a small gift. Something to remember me by. Goodbye, Witcher.